Alrighty, what is up, guys? Evan Aldo here. So let's get right into TA to start. Thank you guys so much for joining on this lovely Monday morning. Happy Easter. What's up, guys? Let's get right into it. So, I was looking at the charts, and it's generally, the same narrative I've been having. It's just not. If we want to start, I believe there was your red dot confirmed on the 3 month, and I was curious the last time 60 or is it a? That's what's interesting. Actually, it wasn't. When was this? October 2019. Here to here, 62% correction. Oh, what did I do? 62% correction. So let's see. I think we're 62% correction would bring us to about 25, 26. So mid 20s. Mid 20s if that plays out the same way. And I think it's looking like it will. I watched Crypto Face's video earlier, and that was a great analysis. Everything was just the background music. Oh man, that was good. That was a good video. That's Crypto Face at its finest. That is good. And yeah, I agree. Mid to low 20s. That's what I've been saying. It looks like, biggest troll of all time. This is what really threw me off here. 69 of all damn numbers. 69 being the top. What was it exactly? Yeah, or was it 69 or was it 68 something? Oh, okay. Well, if you round up, it was 69. Probably on some leverage exchanges, it got up to 69. Almost 69, so 68. But it's like the biggest troll of all time, 69 being the top. And it's really looking like that's going to be it. It's looking like, let's go back to our monthly here. It's looking like it's going to play out just like this, where you came up, you got close, but no cigar. And then the next time, let's go on the logarithmic scale so we could just see a little bit better here without having to zoom in like crazy. And then on the next time, when you came to the bottom there, that wasn't even your bottom, so you get close. But the next time you came close, to, so September, I don't know if it'll take that long. I think it's going to be a little bit quicker. I don't think it's going to be, we've already been generally so sideways for so long. We're either going to break up or break down. It's really going to bore me to death, I'll say that, if we just keep going generally sideways. I think you're going to get maybe something like June, May or June, something like that. You know what I mean? Quicker. That's what I'm hoping for. It's really going to bore me if that's not the case. And your weekly, your 2 week, red dot. So it looks exactly how it looked. Where was it? Back. Why am I not in 20? Yeah, right here. There was a little bit more hope, definitely, with the money flow coming up, but it just doesn't right now. It seems like we're going to play out the same way. As long as we stay, the main bullish hope at the moment is as long as we just stay, if we're somehow able to stay above 36.6 about our bull market support, macro bull market support area, we could somehow keep this intact. Cycle lengthening theory, maybe. Very unlikely. I'd give it like a 25% chance at the moment. Odds change, obviously, but yeah. Been shorting this as well. Some swing shorts, just hit some more take profits for those. Link in description below if you want to see those. In my exclusive Discord, entry points, stop losses, take profits. Not right 100% of the time, but we've had some really good trades in there lately. Your money flow crossover into the red here. The thing I've been showing you guys for the longest time is the past 3 times this has happened. Bam. And right there, bam. So it would be, a couple week period, probably a few weeks. This one, you had a little tease, you came back into the green. It would be within a month that we see our big capitulation or whatever down to 25, 24. I've been saying 24 because that's a 50% correction from the local high right here at 48. So they're normally around 50% corrections. but it easily could be 25. That's a big psychological area as well. I could see 25. Somewhere around there is very likely, I would say, within the next month. So, yeah. And there's a lot of people that are in a little bit of disbelief. And look, anything could happen. They may be right. I feel like, a lot of people have their liquidation points in the high 20s because they think it could never go under 30. A lot of people had their liquidation points in the high 40s, around this time, and bam, right down. Then everybody was saying, it's never coming back. It's going down to 18, 17K. Then it came back. And then now, it just goes to show you. That strategy of trying to run things up forever doesn't work. That's not really a trading strategy. Not financial advice, but the way to do that would be to probably borrow against the crypto you already have and just buy more crypto. And then if you get a margin call, you could deal with that and pay it off or whatever. So yeah. Or if you just go super, like maybe 1x leverage or something, but even then, if you're trying to bet that we don't go under 20K, that would be a better bet. That'd be a bet I would be more likely to make. But even with crazy black swan events, wicks, you never want to risk more than you aren't willing to lose in any particular trade. That's how people get in hot water. But yeah, EMA ribbons right here now, all the way back in the gray. Weekly EMA ribbons are completely in the gray right now, which is a really bearish sign as well. This was our, what this was, but just like this, and then you go back to 2014, same deal. So if we repeat traditional cycles, and that's the thing too. A lot of these people, and I know, I'll admit it, the odds looked a lot better. It looked way better a few weeks ago. Things changed. It looked like we could have made new all-time highs by the summer. Now it don't. Now it doesn't, unfortunately. Right here, coming down. So it's that general area. Right. If this was from October, bottomed out in January, that was a while. It's a few months. I feel like it's going to be faster, though. I'm trying to not bore you guys too much here. Main bullish hope right here. Let's go on to our chart with lines. Let's move on to our 2-day. So I can kind of show you some of the things I'm looking at, like places. Little bullish hope with the 2-day. Money flow generally coming up. Your VWAP is coming up. I think this, you could get a green dot, maybe get a little bit, in the next week or something. I wouldn't be surprised if we come up to 41, then come down. Nothing. Just look at this chart. Nothing goes in a straight line. Look at this. It's rare things just completely go straight up or straight down. There's less leverage in the market. It's not like peak FOMO right here. If we'd probably repeat, say you repeat a situation like this. This would be an interesting thing to repeat. This, but a 50% correction from here, 52% correction from up here, and that would bring us to 22 about. Okay, that's a more bearish scenario. But how long would this take? November to bottomed out in January, about 2 months. So beginning November, yeah, so about 2 months, let's say. 2 months from here would bring us to March, April, end of May. That's what I'm thinking, end of May. Buy in May at 24K. Nice rhyme. Kind of like sell in May, walk away here, but buy in May at 24K. And when did we find, sell in May. Yeah, sell right when you got into May. Perfect. Crypto Face really called that. He has had some amazing calls. We're never going to be right 100% of the time. It's not possible. We'd be multi-billionaires by now, but we get it right a lot. So yeah, moving on to your 12-hour. Pretty bearish. In terms of mapping this out, where you would end up from this, just the money flow crossover in general. I was on Paul Barron on Friday, and I was pretty bearish. And wow, those comments were, those were some rough comments. Oh boy, those are some rough comments. I was cracking up. Yeah, but that's another thing too. Whenever all the comments are just so negative, it's just so against what you're saying. That's usually when you're right a lot of times, because you got to think some of these people don't know what they're talking about. Odds are, if you really knew what you're talking about, you would just be making the trade yourself. You wouldn't be trying to argue with someone on the internet about what's going to happen. But yeah, 18% down, 32K. this is the major level that I've been looking at, you know, the 36. This is kind of our macro bull market support area, just to show you. I've talked about this a while. It's also the fair value, I believe, or approximate fair value right here. If we lose this area, you're probably going to go to mid 20Ks at least, I would say. Because I think once you get those liquidations to everybody who's at, you know, 28, 29, even 27K liquidations, that'll probably force you down to at least 24, 25, I would say. That could be when you get your capitulation. When's that going to happen? Within the next 2 months, in my opinion. Probably within the next month, really. So yeah. A timeline on the on this. Well, you'd probably bottom May 5th. You know, it could take some time to really get. Yeah, beginning of May, you're probably gonna be in the, I would say, around here would be a good goal. 33s or something. I don't think there's just not the leverage in the market, especially at these levels, where it's going to get violent. I think it could get more violent once you lose 30. Once you lose 30, that's where I think it could get more violent, more volatile, I guess. Or should I say? In the short term, I mean, you're getting your little. I didn't take this trade, but there definitely could have been a possible long kind of. You still probably could take it, maybe. I mean, with how everything's looking, I don't know. Oh yeah, you'd be a little bit behind. Here's where you want to get in. I mean, if you took right here, I mean, risk reward ratio. So your stop loss below here. You'd still have a decent risk reward. Ideally, you'd want to lock in profits around here. Not a good risk reward ratio. However, maybe you can mess with your stop loss. Do it here, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to take this, especially with the daily red dot right now. Everything looking as bearish as it is, but I feel like, you know, there's probably a lot of FOMO shorts right here. A lot of people FOMO shorted into this major point of support, and now they got to get liquidated. And then, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me as well if we have a little bit of something, you know what I mean? Like that. That's always common. That's what the charts. I mean, nothing goes in a straight line. Let's look at the chat. Why don't test 20K again? That's a good question. Let's see. So why test 20? Why not test 20K? Well, that would be, if we test 20K, that would be Bitcoin doing something it's never done before. It's never gone below previous bull market highs. That's one reason why I don't think we'll test 20K. Two, I think, you know, when everybody talks about a number, 20K is, you know, kind of the worst case number, the worst case scenario number, a few people say. When everybody talks about the number, it usually either goes a lot lower or it doesn't go that low. It goes, you know, 24, 23, 25, something like that. You know what I mean? I don't think we're going to go lower than 20K. I really don't. Shy of a crazy, crazy black swan event. I really don't think we're going to go lower than 20K. So that's why I think mid-20s. And the way I've mapped it out, about a 50% correction from the 48. And spider lines, they kind of, I mean, don't take this as an exact science, but they kind of end around, you know, the low 20s. So I probably could draw more, but, you know, that's what I think. So, yeah. Guys, smash the like button. Let's get a few more likes than 20 in here. And what's the funding rate right now? Last time I looked, a few more people are going short than long, which would make sense. I feel like it'll probably, enough to spook out all the people shorting right now, probably would have to go, I'd say above 40. You'd have to make it look like we're going to break above 40 and come back up. But here is where I would look. In terms of, well, oh, okay. You probably... give a little freebie here to you guys. How's our 6 hour looking? Yeah, you know, how's our 22 minute? Okay. Maybe a 22 minute crossover, or you can enter right now. I would say you got a good shot at winning a short-term long here. I mean, I've been doing so well with the trades. I've been being more careful, but I'd probably give it a shot here. You know what I mean? The longs have been tough lately, but I'd probably, and you're down a little bit at the moment. If you get in right here, And let's draw a local fib level or something. Get in right here. Take your profits there. And then you'd have a not bad, not awful risk-reward ratio. I would say maybe... Depends how much you want to risk. Maybe one stop loss here, one stop loss here. But give me 1 second. I might give it a little shot and buy a bit on my phone. I give it a little shot, and I'm gonna just do a quick, just get in real quick here. Don't want to keep you guys too long. This small position, because we're going against the trend. We're going against the trend, not a large position, but just putting it in. And let me just update the Discord with that, the exclusive Discord with that, with my entries here. And of course you mess up with your tags. You're trying to do something. Let's see. And I think you guys already kind of saw the target of this. It's going to be 39981. So yeah, give that a shot right now. You guys got a freebie if you're listening in. That's a trade and exclusive Discord. But keep in mind, if I lose this, it ain't a big deal because I already got, you know, big Bitcoin swing short, big Ethereum swing short in. So yeah. I mean, ideally, you're probably not even the best entry there. You probably could have got in, you know, wait till this money flow crossover in the 22. But yeah. Let's see, Link. Yeah, we could look at Link. Let's look at ETH before we look at Link. So ETH, you know, same deal as Bitcoin right now. What I've been thinking for ETH is your ETH could test its previous bull market high, but I don't think it will. I think, you know, it's going to be maybe a 60% correction from this local high or something. So, oh yeah, that would bring it to 14. Well, yeah, the 14 high. But maybe with ETH, because it's just been holding up so well, maybe you may be able to skip by with, you know, 16, 17, 1800 bucks. But these markets could be rough. I mean, 1400, like worst case scenario, in my opinion, kind of. And that's that. I feel like, you know, the real trick with this, I think, is once you get deep, once you start to get, especially once you start to get into red on the weekly here, major, what did they say on TikTok? Bag opportunity, major buy opportunity. So yeah, how's your 2 week? Yeah, I mean, once you just that major, it was already hit the bottom by there. So the weekly, you know, you're within the weekly when you hit the bottom, so major buy opportunity there. It's the same. I mean, it's the same deal. But if by some miracle we could, you know, curve up with the 2-day, maybe we got some hope. But I'm not seeing it. You got your money flow crossover about to happen on the 12-hour. That's probably where I would be. Let me send notification for that actually, where I've been looking to add to my swing short here. Crossing and then money flow 0.0. That's per bar. Okay. And how's our 10-hour? Yeah. Got that spiral line right there. But short term though, short term right here, I mean, let's look at some of our lower time frame, 15-minute about to cross over. So in short term, I do think you may have, you may have a shot here at, in terms of like a long position, nice risk reward ratio, something like that. I do think you would most likely win that trade. Maybe wait for your 15-minute money flow crossover here. Something like that I would be looking at. I mean, in terms of going against the trend right now, you know, we're in a major downtrend. Things have never really looked this bearish with this first ever blood diamond confirming for Bitcoin. So obviously, be very careful with the longs. But I would say, you know, if this 15-minute crosses over, you'd probably have a good shot of winning a trade up to there. Price is not going a straight line. And let's see here. Lincoln Dot. Sure. Link. No bueno. I mean, one trade I was possibly looking at, I mean, this is 36% risk. You're better off to just, I mean, you could go on like 1x leverage or something, but like something like here, stop loss over here, and then you do have a little bit of like resistance there, a nice risk reward ratio to try to short this down a bit. In terms of bottoming out for Link, I mean, once you get for a long term, I mean, it's an altcoin. We don't know if this is going to be around in 5 years. We really don't. The only ones we have confidence that are going to be around in 5 years is, Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's really the only two. And it gets less and less as as the market caps get smaller. Link, where could we end up? In the worst of bear market situations, it would probably be a 50-60% correction, maybe even more from right here. Probably worst case scenario, $4. I know that's crazy, but I think more likely if this does end up standing this time, 60% from here, $7 would be a good place to look. You could try to short it down there. I mean, that'd probably be a riskier short. I would say take profits like $10 or something like that. But yeah. I wonder what funding fees are like on this. I'd be curious, but just does not look good anywhere. But in the short term, I do think, you have a shot at like coming back to here, 14 or something. Nothing goes completely straight down. I mean, with that money flow crossover there. We'll see what happens, though. I'm curious. Let me look on my phone if I can see what the funding rate is for Link right now. I'm curious about like what people are thinking. Because if it's positive still, yeah, it's positive. Damn, that is crazy. I can't believe anybody's going. Well, for the short term, yeah, I could see that. For like a real short term trade, like the long I just took for Bitcoin, yeah, I could see that. Guys, in my course too, if you guys want to know kind of like how I trade, risk management, all that, check out my course, link in the description below. And yeah, Bitcoin is going back up. Called a long well so far. I didn't hit the first take profit yet, but yeah. It's like a dot. So dot, I said before, probably $10 worst case scenario. Yeah, this is just, that rejection off there. Ooh, that bounced nicely. Oh, this looks like a nice short right here. Yeah, if we were to try to, I mean, it'll probably come up a little bit in the short term, but maybe something like, 7%. So that'd be and then just, do a risk reward ratio 16. Yeah, I just take profits when you can, but I do think, I do think like probably $10 would be a good place to look for a bear market low, around here, some of this resistance. I don't think you'll go to $5 with this. I think, if you go to $10 or something, that'd be a 60% correction from here. And then from your all-time high, 80% correction. That would make sense for a bear market. Dot's a bigger cap too. That's what I would say. Real good place to look. That's really what I would say right now. How are I mean, right here, I almost don't want to, you may get in some hot water with a stop loss right here, but in terms of a more swing short, this is a bit crazy. It's probably 40% or something, yeah. But something like this, down to $10, that'd probably be your bear. You could probably keep that trading for a while. You'd have a good shot. It's not really the way I trade, but you'd probably win these trades. You know what I mean? Like, you'd probably win these trades. While everybody's trying to catch falling knives, you're just chilling by the beach, trading like a Chad, making that bank. Just relaxing, watching everything go down. But, yeah, there's going to be volatility in the market. There's always, you gotta be calm. Yeah, the course is really good. Thanks, Jay. If you guys are, I think the course, I think it will save you. I try to be the most transparent person. I try to, avoid clickbait as much as possible. I don't do stuff like, the course is 90% off, normally costs 20 grand. I'm more try to be as transparent as possible. I think the course will save people a lot of headaches, getting a lot of money and a lot of headaches getting into this, because if you could just learn like risk management in the course, you'll be way ahead of the majority of people. Yeah, funding rates are negative for Bitcoin. They're not negative for Chainlink. The funding rate thing is not necessary. I don't trade completely based off of that, believe me. EOS. Nobody's talked about that in a while. Take a look. How many people do we have here? 57. Nice. Guys, smash the like button. Let's get a few more. Let's get some love in here. Interesting. It does look better at some other things, but it's probably down 98% or something. Yeah, down 87. For real X's. Is there any news with this? Anything that I don't know about? This looks terrible. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't. It trends down over time, guys. I mean, it doesn't look like it's gonna stand the test of time, really. Maybe some hope at these lows here, dollar or something. I mean, if it corrects like that 60% from there, like a lot of other things, I think dollar maybe low dollars. It looks good in like one time frame. There's not much hope here. I don't think. It ain't looking too good. That's what I was saying. It ain't looking too good. I mean, the market, I think everything. I mean, S&P 500, I didn't see what it opened at, but let's just take a quick look. I mean, how's that doing today? I think everything's going to trend down for the next couple months. Nothing really happening. But yeah. Let's see. 38 likes. All right, guys. I mean, what do you guys think? Like, let's see. Let's do a poll here. Like, will Bitcoin go to the mid-20s in the next few months? Like, what do you guys think we're in the bear market or what? Let's see here. What else should we look at? I mean, we could look at Cardano. Let's look at the Kraken chart. There's more data. So, let's see. 30 cents, probably worst case scenario. Let's see what that would that be. I mean, if you come to 60% from here, 50 cents, there's a lot of hope at 50 cents, I would say. I'd say 50 cents. Good. A lot of hope there. No, that might be a nice short on the money flow crossover right there. Because if you did something like this, so your stop loss swing high right there, and then not a good risk reward ratio, but you'd probably have to wait a while for something like this, but you'd get, 50, trying to short down to 50 cents or something. It could take time, but you'd probably win it. I mean, just let me look at my phone. Are funding rates still, because the reason I look at funding rates is because if they're highly negative, I mean, no, they're still positive. They're positive on the ADA pair on Bybit, and it's slightly negative on the USDT pair. So, but that doesn't mean much. I mean, that fluctuates. I would say, if it's a crazy, like, highly negative funding rate, then, you're going to get eaten alive. But no, you'd probably have a good shot here. But I mean, the thing is, this is what people flinch when something like this happens, and anything could happen. You could get stopped out. And that's why you never want to risk any more than you aren't willing to lose on one particular trade. But people get nervous if it comes back up to $1.14 or something, but you got to realize, like, just look at how this market works. I mean, nothing goes in a straight line. So yeah, okay. So I mean, yeah, the majority of people probably would agree with me because you probably wouldn't be really watching my videos if you don't. But not a chance to get into 22. Maybe we want to buy Bitcoin's mature. No, I hope you're right. I mean, I want it to stay high. Obviously, I own a lot of it, but yeah. Um, okay. Yeah, that is true too. Yeah. Everyone wanted Amazon, the tech bubble, also. Yeah, well, long term it worked. Luna is pumping. Yeah, right. Let's see. A little bit. Yeah, I mean, you probably have people trying to catch falling knives here. That's interesting, yeah. I mean, this is probably looking. It doesn't get much worse than this on the weekly, guys. Like, I remember I was on Paul Barron a few weeks ago talking about how, we're probably going to come down to, 70 or 60 or 50. It's going to come down. And people were like, oh, we came up, we came up 10 more bucks than when I said we were going to come down. But now we finally came down to like 75 here. So I was, you got to look at the timeline. I can't predict it completely. I'm not going to be right 100% of the time. But long term, I get it right a lot more than wrong. TA is never going to be right 100% of the time. It doesn't look good anywhere. I think this pump is a little FOMO pump, a little bear trap, bull trap, um, to get people entangled. Luna's the new, one that a lot of people are kind of having too much trust with. I mean, what are the odds? If everything else goes down, what are the odds this is just going to magically stay up? Like, that doesn't really happen. Um, how much would be 55% correction to 53? Probably worst case scenario. I could see it's going to 40. Worst case scenario, probably somewhere around here. If things get hairy with the UST thing, the Anchor Protocol, then that could get bad. That could get. You're talking bad situations. Like you're talking maybe. I mean, $30, probably worst case scenario there. You're talking 85% corrections, possibly. Things. I've been in this market long enough to know what goes down. Let's see. Oh yeah, Shane, you must be in the exclusive Discord. Came right. Yeah. Yeah, I've been shorting. I believe it was. Yeah, I add to the shorts. I don't see I forget my original entry points, but I add to the positions and shave some off, add to them. But yeah, we've had some really good calls in the exclusive Discord. Check it out. Link in the description below if you guys are interested. And our favorite meme coin. We've got to look at Dogecoin. I've been talking about this area for a long time. I mean, this might be a nice short right here because if you look at, because you got the swing high, even, geez, it's so volatile, 30%. But let me get rid of this tool. Short position. Let's see here. Something like this, and then what? What is wrong with this? There's something. That's not right. Why is that? There's some weird stuff. But if you were to try to take profit, here, that'd be a good great risk reward ratio. And then, I don't know. I mean, this could get weird, but I do think you'll probably at least come down to like this part, 7 cents or something. Probably 50% from here. And that's probably enough to really scare everybody away because this is when the people who made a lot of money on this actually got in. So they may sell for break even or just be like, oh, it's over, just sell for break even there and then it comes back up. But yeah, Doge. Let's see here. Solana. I mean, the ones that really pumped like crazy, what goes up must come down. I mean, Solana, probably best case scenario, I would say $50. Worst case, you're probably, I don't want to say, no, not 13, but, You could probably work down to $25 with this, honestly, in the worst of circumstances. Yeah, you probably could come down 80% from here in the worst. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I mean, probably. I don't. I don't know if you could hold 70 here. I feel like you'd come down a little bit farther, just because it's so overheated. You know what I mean? And there's problems with their structure and their network. I mean, it's not a perfect project by any means. Hmm. Let's see. Weekly confirmed XRP. This is looking as bad as it gets. I mean, just this is where you could trade like a Chad. Just put a bunch of shorts in on like 1x leverage here. You know, always good risk management. Always. Never financial advice here, but this is just Chad trading right here. Just put all this in. Just go to the beach every day. Come back in like a month. Take or set your take profits over here or whatever. Come back in a month as a multimillionaire. No, just kidding. But this is if you type in those Wojak videos, type in like how Chads day trade on YouTube. I think I shared that video on Twitter a while ago. That video was amazing. That's how the Chad trades. But yeah. Let's see, we're coming down more. We're almost getting there. We should come up a little bit. That's the problem here. Usually, yeah, all these people catching fallen knives and stuff. I mean, I'm trying. I put the little long in, but we'll see. We'll see. Could be it. Hex to 5. Yeah, let's look at Hex. I've been saying 1 cent, I think. I've been basically saying 1 cent for a while. It looks terrible. It's going to be one of these areas probably. Like, let's see. I'd say either here, 8 cents, best case scenario, or 4 cents, or like 1 cent. If it drops, you know, the 50-60% like everything else, 60% 6 cents, so around here, you'd probably at least come this low, I would say, you know, 8 cents, 7 cents here for around this area. That's what I'm looking at. There would be some hope with your 2 day because it looks like it already kind of bottomed out, but you know, I think uh, I hold a little bit of it with house money. I mean, if you were in my exclusive Discord from the early days, I mean, we got out of this at like 45 cents. We got out of this at 45 cents, so that's what I will say. Guys, smash the like button. I know CryptoFace has been talking about how bad this looks. I fully agree with him. Usually when I disagree with CryptoFace is when things go bad. He's got more experience with it. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize this bullet diamond here. 4 days. Yeah, no bueno. I think this entire market is going to... I mean, we're not going to go into a recession, I don't think. But we're, you know, something like this. And the thing is, things go down faster than they come up. I think it'll bottom out in a few months. I mean, we could definitely have, let's see, 30, 40. I don't know about 40, but you'll probably at least come down to 2,500, I would think. After all this, then break downward. I mean, traditional TA. Let's do a little bit of traditional TA on this. Just a rough estimate of where we could end up. This wedge or whatever the hell. I guess some people would, yeah, some people would say it's over because you already broke down. But if we do more traditional TA, you know, I'm gonna do this type of. I don't know. I don't do much traditional TA, but this is just spitballing. But you know, something like this, and you break down from, no, it wouldn't be, maybe something like that from here, this area. I don't know traditional TA, but I probably look like an idiot right now, but I think you'll come down a bit more. That's what I will say. XRP. So yeah, I think you'll get a major buying opportunity. One that doesn't come around very often in a month or two. For long term, I mean, what I'm doing real long term. I'm gonna wait till this money flow crossover to red confirms in the weekly. So probably Monday, week from today, I'll start DCAing back in. Just been stacking cash for about the last month, maybe a little longer now, and it's been good. I haven't bought since 40K, so yeah. So I've been doing. AVAX. It's in the same ballpark as everything. I mean, it's going to be 50, probably right here. I would say that would be a great place. $40. This probably would hold up better than because think about it there from its buy. Like you probably ain't going anywhere near this. Like you're probably going to bounce off of like high 30s. I would say. That's what I would say. It really sucks what they're doing to us too with Celsius and all that. It really sucks. I will say. You got to be in a credit. You got to be a credit investor to earn interest now. And you don't have to be a genius to realize that all of this crap is just done to screw over the middle class and poor. Basically, they just do not like the system is so geared. And I love how even in California you could borrow on Celsius against your crypto with zero interest. It's like California's laws are, supposed to be designed to help, the underprivileged and all that. And really, at the end of the day, they only, let's be real. I mean, okay, all those social programs, like I will be real with you, I lived in California, like they do help some of the underprivileged. Like there are some advantages, but they help the rich like the most. Let's be real. It's all an illusion. Um, it's all an illusion. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, to answer this question, there's a lot. Yeah, all the ones I've looked at. Yeah, I mean, I like Polkadot, I like Cardano, I like Avalanche. Those are the big three. I love Matic too. Solana a little bit less, Luna a little bit less, but there's potential, obviously. Um, Near is, yeah, we could look at Near. That's been doing well, better than a lot of other things lately. Yeah, I mean, weekly money flow coming out. You're about to get the divergence, or not really divergence, but yeah, that's what's why there's got to be something. Why is this up so much? Lower time frames do not look that great, really. Yeah, if it's gonna be at 50, 60% correct. It's probably here, $8. Worst case scenario. I mean, I don't know. Worst case scenario for this. I don't know much about this project, but yeah, you could come down 70% from here. We'll see what happens. It don't look good. Nothing looks good right now. I have to look at ETH again because ETH had the 12-hour money flow crossover, I believe, right? Or no, okay, not yet, but almost. I think I set the notification. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at to add to my short there. And then, how is our hood doing? How is our hood? Even, pretty low. I wonder what this, in terms of maybe a $5 billion market cap. I gotta update you guys. I took profits and sets. I set a lot. I took a lot of profits and set stop losses at entry points for a lot of the stocks that I've been going in. But probably worst case negative. No, not negative, but probably like $5, $6 or something. That'd be a steal. $5 billion market cap for this. But yeah, how's Lucid? Or it's like a Tesla actually. I feel like you're so due to come into the red, you know what I mean? I feel like you're just due to come down a bit. That's what I will say. Hexen, there's always somebody who's like, I don't know if they're like ringers, they're paid off or what. That's always, that's always the way. I remember I just knew Hex was done when I saw the Dave Portnoy video on it, the guy like begging him to buy it or whatever. Yeah, Portnoy's like, it's going down or whatever, and Portnoy was right. That's hilarious. Gold we could look at, yeah. Gold looks good. I mean, I think it will trend up in the next couple of years. I've said before, I think it probably will beat the S&P 500 next year or two. I mean, where could you end up with this? I think you could end up at 2,300 next year or two. I mean, that's not a crazy gain, but you'll do something. You know what I mean? I think you could, next couple of years, I think you come up 30%. That's enough for all the gold bugs to tell you they were right. 3,000 is kind of a push. That's a stretch. You'd be pushing it there, but in very bullish circumstances. If you look at the 3-month on this, it looks like the 70s, I believe. Somebody told me this. In terms of this level, yeah, 68. So that's gonna be a crazy prediction. What is that? Yeah, 1,800% now, but it's going to logarithmic scale so we can see better. Is it that really 18? Yeah, Jesus. That ain't happening. But what could happen is, maybe come up 50% next couple of years, maybe something like that. I hope it doesn't come up because you gotta listen to the arrogance of Peter Schiff. But yeah. Your green dot in your 3-month too. Yeah, just look at that. I mean, ooh. Well, here it didn't play out too well. That one, I mean, that one didn't really. Well, it come up a little bit, but that one worked out. It comes up over time. When does this confirm in 2 months? Yeah. That's what I'm doing, honey drippers. Haven't bought any crypto in probably over a month now. Yeah, I mean we kind of did our good analysis right now. I still think you got a decent shot to come up a little bit in the short term. If I put that little long in, but we'll see. We'll see. It's probably slightly in the red right now. I feel like you might be able to get this high, maybe 40K. Something like that. Maybe. So yeah, that's about it, guys. We got 46 viewers, 50 likes. Guys, thank you so much for joining. If you have any last questions, but I think we did a good analysis today. That's basically what I think. I think we're going down in the long term, but there's some opportunities definitely in the market. I like the bullish div on the 5-hour though. For short term, I do think we got a good shot of coming up a little bit. Maybe back to 40K, scare off the people shorting, then because nothing goes straight down or something like that. We'll see though. Too much leverage is not making the market move. All right, what's up, guys? All right, thank you so much, guys, for joining. If you're interested, check out my trading course at evanaldo.com. Link in description below. Having a discount right now, and and that's gonna help you guys out a lot. Risk management, trading psychology, why I think the majority of people losing this, how I place my trades, all that type of stuff. I think the course is going to help you guys out a lot. A lot of people have really liked it. Let's check that out. Also, what's up, crypto? Yeah, I haven't talked to you in a while. I might have something I want you to, because I know you're good at like Photoshop and stuff. I might send you a DM. There's a funny video I want you to do something with. Um, we'll talk about it. But guys, also if you want to get my exclusive Discord, link in description below. Some of my trade entry points, exclusive TA, stop losses, take profits, all that good stuff. Link in description below. It's your Patreon. A lot of people have really liked it. Not right 100% of the time, but I mean, we've had some really, really good calls in there. I mean, I take all the trades I place in there. It's not financial advice though, and I do well with it. So I mean, yeah. And a market cipher, link in description below. Use my link. And BITGET, FEMIX, we got some good promos going on right now. Use my link in description below. So check that out. And yeah, that should be all of it. If you want to do a one-on-one session with me, link in description below through the Market Cipher Academy. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good one. Goodbye.